Tonight, we've got a great team. And it's a pretty good return here. This up to the 29. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. They're led onto the field by their quarterback, a man who's made quite the name for himself in the NFL, and that's Russell Wilson.
I guess we have to nickname him the thrower, aren't we, or something like that.
After last week?
I mean, man, you're talking about over 400 yards throwing the ball. The running backs and everyone else may be looking at him like, hey, don't forget us. And he'd probably just tell him, listen, you want to get involved? Go out and catch some passes. I'll make sure you touch it.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 35-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Got his connection, complete to Ruggs. Touchdown, Cardinals. Henry Ruggs. 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. Well, these guys scored touchdown after touchdown in that win a week ago. So how do they come out this week? Same way. They've got that momentum going, a touchdown on the opening drive.
I think it's safe to say that they're in a groove, isn't it? I mean, a lot of times we've seen where teams have scored a ton of points the week before. The very next week struggle to score almost as if they used it all up. Not in this case. This group appears locked in.
They're going to have to make some adjustments if you're on the other side of that football. So now the Rams will get their first opportunity with a football. And they will be led out by the youngster, the rookie, their QB.
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. But I thought there were a lot of positives in watching his game tape. I think he's close to putting out a good performance. Let's see if he can flip those numbers around in this game. And, of course, rally his team to a win.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to get this one down to Cook. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 27. Cook down right around the 25.
Dalvin Cook.
The numbers a week ago for Cook. 14 carries, 54 yards.
And well liked by his teammates. In fact, I got on good authority, even though I'm not an investigative reporter, that in their team meeting this week, the offensive line stood up and said, Coach, we've got to have better yardage for this guy. He's number 9 in the league. He's got to be in the top 3 before the season's over. Let's run the ball.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Out of the gun, they'll right into Joku. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Gain of 9 brings up 2nd and a yard at the Cardinals' 8-yard line.
Back to the ground, Cook. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting one more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's third down.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Njoku. And the Rams are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Okay, I'm not so great at math, but I just looked over at our statistician, Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive. Where I come from,
and he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Dalvin Cook, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
On third down, Hodge, and he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 37-yard line.
These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
On second down now, Hodge. A 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and then maybe a guard can slide up to the second level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
And he's going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Sliding out of the pocket. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down.
2nd and 10.
Wilson now off the bootleg. On the move to his left. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off. It made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with fourth down. On is the punter Charlton now as he's able to get this one away.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
As the Rams offense comes back out, here is the NFC playoff picture coming into the weekend. And it's right about this time of the year that you start to say this is when the cream rises to the top. Week 15, 3 weeks left to go, but still plenty to be determined.
It certainly is, because we all know everyone is aiming for that #1 seed. But failing that, because only 2 teams in the NFL get a bye, 1 from each conference, that question becomes who's hot. who's peaking at the right time as you start the playoffs.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find a soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Dalvin Cook, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Rams have taken the lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And it'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe we can get this game tied up.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
The line of scrimmage.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the Rams.
Throwing on second down. Wilson being chased out left. And he's going to keep it here. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
Gain of 7. Brings up
On third down, Hodge. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down.
A gain of only a yard. It's fourth down.
Fourth down. Here's Wilson. He'll buy some time right. The man is connect the tight end. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on fourth down to bring up first and goal. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Tackle made at the 6-yard line. A gain of 3.
Second down and goal. Wilson. And that is caught. Touchdown Cardinals. Brandon Ayuk. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. bang that one through. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And the Cardinals cap it with a touchdown. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
And you see Dalvin Cook in the offense heading back out. And he's sure looking like a lock for a 1,000-yard season. Don't know if he's going to get it in this game, but he'd probably like to just to get past that point.
Yeah, and if he doesn't, as you noted, there's still time, still opportunity. There's still more games to be played. So, yeah, it's not a lock. But barring injury, it certainly looks like he's going to get there. And what an accomplishment that is. Anytime you get over 1,000 yards, you're celebrated in the NFL.
It's been quite a season. Still a couple chapters left in that book, though. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Down. 3rd and 9.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. This is taken to about the 14. Well, that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. That's complete to his receiver, Ayuk. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The end result, 21 yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
And he'll be brought down just shy of 45. The tackle was by the Boston College product, Harold Landry. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. That's to his running back, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. To throw again is Wilson. Flushed out right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the 1st half. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Wilson. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. Incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Cole Kmet, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down. Play action. Now Wilson. Reception here by Rhodes. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. And ready to get the party started for the 2nd half. It was an even 1st half, all tied on the scoreboard. And this carries into the end zone. And the half will begin with a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll drop to throw. Able to connect with Mims. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a first down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And Watson has it right side. 7 yards, the pickup there. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
At the 43-yard line.
Now whistles and a flag down. I think one of the Rams linemen might have moved. And that'll set them back 5. They were looking good on 2nd down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8. Cook following the penalty. Cook with a first down, much more. And finally brought down at the 43. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 43. They run. Cook. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football. But that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. We'll check on his status when we get back. He rifles one that's intercepted. Milton Nicholson picks it, and they're going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
The first down pass. Intercepted.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and...
On 2nd and 9. Wilson escaping the pressure right. His throws good. Going to be incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And he will take us across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. They'll look to throw here on first down. He's got this one completed to Mims. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A. They'll look to throw here. He's got the Joker over the middle. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
2nd and 5 at the 10-yard line.
Now Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field. I could never anticipate the start. Before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So now the Rams send out the field goal team here. And his kick is good. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0.
Cardinals 14.
So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And he returns this to the 22.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Steps away. He may try and run for the Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. The decision to scramble almost got him the first. Just short, 9 yards, and it brings up 4th and inches. Here we go on 4th with Wilson. Rashawn Gary. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. So they'd converted their first 2 4th-down attempts. Not there. Now they're 2 for 3.
You think maybe the offense coordinator expended a little capital on that one? You know, when you're 2 for 2, you can lob it for that 3rd one, right? Didn't get it there. Maybe now the head coach might not be so eager to go for it as we go forward.
The tackle made by Caleb on Chason. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6. At the 20.
Now an option play, and he'll keep it. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. This is caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Rams tack on to their advantage.
It's never fun for a defense to run on the field knowing that they're having to defend a short field. Just the idea of trying to limit an offense in that position, daunting for a defense.
Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taking it about the 1. And able to get get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Their own 23-yard line.
And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for him. Didn't happen.
He's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. Back now here on EA Sports. The Cardinals on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Finding room at the 30. Got an open man. It's Rose. And he is going to have the Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The defense shaking their heads. Not aggressive enough, and they allow them to convert a 3rd and 18. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check.
They certainly have.
And we're double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always put a defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at their 48-yard line.
Now the throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
On the play. And it's 3rd down.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Open man is Jacoby Myers. He's got it. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Open man is Myers. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Jacoby Myers, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Rams add on to their lead. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hit out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Cardinal offense coming back out. Let's give you a look at the playoff race. Now, this is into the weekend in the NFC. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now they go screen. It's complete. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Well, now they'll try the end around. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Wilson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. his connection, complete to Ruggs. 30, 10,
That's right, baby.
touchdown, Cardinals. Henry Ruggs with touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Cardinals cut into that lead.
Point after.
When you're trailing in the fourth quarter, you got to take some chances you might not normally take, and here, that one pays off big time.
And you have to think to yourself, not only did that pay off big time for them, but what was going on the opposite side of the ball? They know that they have to take a chance here. They know they have to come up with something big, yet it still happens. So credit the execution, but wonder what the defense was doing.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
34 yards.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
Ball carrier. Buda Baker on the tackle.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2.
At the 42-yard line.
They run it again with Cook. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd down.
This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's got his tight end, David Njoku.
Complete.
Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
First down, Rams.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook.
Dalvin.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at their 49-yard line.
Again, it's Cook. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as he'll look to throw. He's going to get this one down to Cook. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And he's going to be met at about the 43. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here, and I know I'm not